Hello and welcome to Promenade Française. This is the place, man. This is where everybody's hanging out these days. It's a good place to be, and no wonder because we're doing a challenge, and a challenge is a wonderful thing. A challenge is what you do when you need that extra little bit of push, a little bit extra. Okay, it's like mirrored, it's opposite. Anyways, challenge is what you do when you need a little bit of extra motivation to get something done, push yourself to try something new. And this is what we're doing with French. This is pretty awesome. Really noticed there's been a lot of improvement for me in French in the last little bit because I'm going through this challenge. Now, um, my tutor, my regular French tutor, she was not as available as I was hoping she would be today. She told me she slept in. So, anyways, which means that we did not read the Book of Mormon in French today. Let's share. So I didn't get my reading practice. Maintenant, moi, Nephi, je parle quelque peu des paroles que j'ai écrites qui ont été dites de la bouche d'Ésaïe. Now, the thing is about if you're going to do this strategy of using the Book of Mormon in French, it's not the best strategy because of the way that the site works, because of the audio works actually.
Chapitre 25.
Chapitre
Néphi met sa gloire dans la clarté.
Because you
Les
could only
prophéties
rewind by
d'Ésaïe
10
seront
seconds.
comprises.
And rewinding 10 seconds is not as, for example, Le Français Facile avec RFI, because this one you can actually click the word.
Des centaines de morts à
centaines,
Gaza. Des centaines de morts
des centaines
à
de
Gaza.
morts à Gaza.
Israël a- Des centaines
De morts à Gaza.
Israël.
So it's way, way better because you could just click exactly the word that you want. Also, it only backs up 5 seconds, which is much better for learning. I think 10 seconds is always too much. Anyways, let's jump straight into today's homework, which is, of course, you know that we have been. Today's lesson is about shopping, and you also little Billy, this Chinese website. It's like YouTube because I speak Chinese, so I listen to this girl. She's explaining the grammar of the French using the Chinese language, which for me is fine because I learned Chinese mainly with the Chinese language, and then I did an undergraduate degree in Chinese law, so I'm used to listening to Chinese people explaining stuff. And then boom, so she's explaining French, and it's like, wow, this is really great. Actually, I'm really, really enjoying this. Now, as you remember, we started doing these exercises for the challenge, for the 90-day challenge, and then my study buddy had a problem, and it was just like she failed one day. I think it was just too much. It was too many new things. She actually failed again today. Officially, she has now had a problem twice, so she owes me $200. So I don't know what to do about the situation because, obviously, she doesn't have enough motivation to do it. You lose $200. That's more than there's something behind that, right? And it's not motivation; it's lack of motivation. So much that you don't even care about money. Maybe it's your relationship with money. I don't know. Anyway, so if you're gonna do this worksheet, then go ahead and stop the video. Maybe just take a screenshot and work on these things one at a time. It's really easy stuff. We did this already. So I don't know. What are we going to do today? Let's check my answers. How are we going to check the answers? So we can see that there's some combinations. Des vêtements pour les filles. Let's see if we can find those sentences inside of the text. Here's pour les filles, vêtements. Look, des vêtements pour ma fille, right? des vêtements pour ma fille. So that one's obviously correct. Correctamundo. How about this? Un type, un type. What comes after the word un type? Type. Here's ce type de pantalon. Let's keep it with pantalon. Ce type pantalon. What did I put? Yeah, I put ce type, un type de pantalon. It's the same. My dog's snoring. It's time for time for his run, so he's just having a little bit of a nap before we go out. Le prix. How about le prix? What comes after le prix? Le prix. Ce pantalon, combien ça? Yeah, I don't see anything about le prix. So maybe it's in an exercise somewhere. Ce type de sport. Ce type de. Ce type de 意味着这种这类 into this kind or this series. Elle adore ce type de sport. She loves 她很喜欢这类运动. She really loves this type of sport. This type of exercise. Still nothing about prix. Prix. Ah, here it is. Quel est le prix? Now, the thing is that you're supposed to have the listening exercise, but I don't have the audio. Okay, I do have the audio.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到的送哈，送是 être de 哈，是 de 加。Comment vous trouvez ces lunettes？ 是您觉得这个眼镜怎么样哈？您觉得，或者是你们觉得都可以哈。要根据上下文具体的语境来判断，到底主语是单数的还是复数的。语境来判断到底主语是单数的还是复数的。Le prix 是什么意思 ？prix 就是英文的价格哈 ，price。好
，price
啊，写的很丑哈，不好意思。prix 哈，价格 quel est le prix 哈，你比如说你去商场买东西哈，别人向你介绍一个东西，然后你说 quel est le prix 啊，多少钱呢？啊，就可以用这句话。我们来看这个题目 écoutez 我们学过了，听 indiquer 说明 écouter et indiquer le prix des objets。prix des objets 哈 des 哈是 de 加上 les 的缩合 de 加 les 缩合成 des 哈。好。
Oops. All right, here's the audio. Let's do it.
Des objets, objet 是物品哈，du site 就是网站哈，site 是哪一个 site 呢？叫 boutique point net point net boutique 是什么意思？商店，小商店的意思哈，boutique。我们来看右边这一个界面哈，是一个网站哈，网址。我们来看一下它的网址怎么念。
It's too much. I need to go running. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna. The other way you can do this is you just decide like, okay, so let's say the thing is it's like it says de put the price of the pants. What okay, what else do we got? Pantalon en taille. Do you have these pants? Pants in size 38. It's not gonna be price. Yeah, so that one's that's correct. And then what? Votre taille de cette robe, your size in this dress. So the question is, can you say your size in this pull in this pullover? Yeah, obviously, but usually they're asking size and dress go together. So anyways, I think that's correct. What about cette robe? So wait, I could check the answer without having to use ChatGPT and also get some benefit from the process of, one way to do that, I would say, is to probably type it. So if we, the Google, in the googly goo, if we put it in the googly goo, I wonder what would happen. Watch this. Cette robe et ses chaussures. So I think it's right. I know ses lunettes is right. I'm not sure. Is chemise feminine or masculine? Usually if it has an E at the end. Sepoule is definitely masculine. And then what? Cette robe is definitely feminine. And the last one is set with a T, objet. Yeah, I think it's right. All right. Now the next question, it says, quel vêtement now what if we turn it around? Oh. So that's a problem. Est-ce que tu aimes? How close do you like? Oh. So it decided it wanted to change that one. Next one. Let's see. Okay. Now the question is, when I change this around, yeah, still right. Next one is comment. The question is this one correct? Comment tu trouves? Yeah, how? I know that one's correct. Okay, the next one I'm not quite sure. There are which colors? Yeah, that one's good. All right, the last one is about the price. Quel est le prix? Yeah, it's correct. Well, I already sent it to my study buddy, so she's not gonna be happy tomorrow. And I'm done for today. So it looks like that's it for that chapter. Tomorrow we're gonna be on lesson number 8. And if you want to prepare for lesson number 8, I'm just gonna. Well, I don't think you speak Chinese, so it's kind of pointless to show you lesson number 8. Like this. Well, I guess you could use Google. You could use Google Translate and just take a picture and then upload the picture. Yeah, in fact, what you could do is, let's try something. That's obvious, but maybe something less obvious. All right, like for example, this. Imagine I take a picture of this. Right? Then we jump into our ChatGPT. ChatGPT. And what do we do? ChatGPT. All right. So what I want you to do, ChatGPT, is okay, so take this image. I want to keep the French, but I don't speak Chinese. Can you replace the Chinese part with English and then reprint the text from this image so I can study French as a person that speaks English. English. I put it in there. And we press enter. The airport 在机场。Savoir-faire at the airport. 一位朋友的 No, you idiot. Translated the French text to English. That is not correct. The image contains French and Chinese. I want my French as French and not in English. I only want sections in English. Oh, so sorry. Okay, at the text. At the text at the airport. Well, it should say à l'aéroport, which it does not. Les frères et sœurs, vient vous chercher ce soir à l'aéroport à Nice. Elle ne vous connaît pas. Vous lui téléphonez pour vous décrire, jouer la scène avec votre voisine. The brother sister of a friend was coming to pick you up at the airport at Nice this evening. 一位朋友的哥哥姐姐今晚来尼斯机场接你，但他还不认识你。给他们 she does not know you. You call him to describe yourself. 给他得打电话描述一下自己的外表。Act out the scene with your neighbor. Yeah, neighbor is talking about the person who's a student with you, sitting at your desk. Yeah, it's good. So that you could actually do the whole textbook like this. Get the English translation. Good time. Thank you for joining me. Another edition of the challenge, and as you can see, I'm crushing it. My study buddy failed, but boy, we're getting close to a quarter of the way through. by the end, we will be speaking French. It'll be wonderful. Bye bye.